Let me go out to Atlanta, Georgia, on my mind, and talk to the first-time caller, Lydia, out of Georgia. Lydia, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Thank you for having me. I'm such a big fan.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I was just calling because...
Speak up a little bit, Lydia.
Okay. I'm just calling because I've been watching your show for a few months now, and I've been just opening up my heart, trying to get rid of anger and all that type of stuff. I kind of have the type of mother that you would say is evil and overbearing and kind of scared my dad into just not being the man that he was supposed to be and things like that. So last night, me and him had a kind of a heart-to-heart, and he actually apologized to me and said, sorry for not raising you right. I understand why you go through the things, you and your sister, I understand why you go through the things you do and behave the way you do because I didn't do my part and your mom didn't do her part. And now now at least I've opened my eyes and I'm trying to overcome everything. But we're worried about my younger sister, who's just 2 years younger than me, and she's 22. And just in the process of all that, I'm feeling very, alone, and, I feel weird that I'm closer with my dad. I feel guilty. I've always felt guilty I feel like my mom resents me because I look like my dad. I act like him. I have the same temperament as him. I'm closer with him. I've done everything my whole life to please her. I've gotten all these degrees. I've made decisions with her in mind first. And I'm just so angry, and I'm only 24. I have so much anger in my heart, and I'm so mad at her. I don't know.
Are you still living with them?
No, I don't live with them.
Oh, good. And your question for me is what?
So I hear your advice often. Go to your mother and just forgive her for just the way she behaved because she didn't know any better. But I feel like I did kind of the steps backwards because out of nowhere, my dad apologized to me for kind of not doing his role. So I guess my question is, how should what should be my first step to, is it okay that I feel guilty? I just feel super confused. Is it okay that I feel guilty for siding with my dad? How should I go about releasing some of this anger? I know this is going to cause a big, rift with the family. And I'm just so used to doing things to please her. So what should be my first step to overcome this anger and start living for myself and making decisions for myself and help my little sister as well?
Number one is that you should never, ever, 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 never, ever again feel guilty about anything.
Okay.
You're not guilty. It's this thing that's driving you, that's causing you to feel and think and do what you're doing. It's not you. And so when you have this false guilt and call it you, you're worshiping the devil. It's not you at all. It's this thing that's driving you. I want you to understand that. And that thing come from your mother. When you became angry at her, she imposed her will. You took on the same spirit that's in her. And that's why you have it. It's not you, though, at all. Are you able to hold Lydia?
Yes, I can.
All right, let me take a break. I'll come back to you. Let me go back to Lydia. And she's trying to understand how to overcome anger, feeling guilty, how to deal with her mother, all that stuff. Lydia, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
I do want you to know, like I said, that guilt feeling you have is a false feeling. It's not you. You're not guilty of anything.
Okay.
And then I want you to know that when children, boys and girls, look like their fathers and they're close to their father, you become the bitter enemy of your mother.
Yeah, that's how I always felt.
Yeah, and that's not your fault. That's the evil that's in her. It has nothing to do with you at all. And so I want to encourage you to stop trying to please her, period. because you drive you into the more you try to please her, the less you're gonna be pleased, and she'll drive you
Yeah.
in the ground.
I agree. I have no idea who I am. I feel like because I've done everything with her first.
Yeah.
I do every decision I make. I think about her first, and now I'm just 24 and confused. I have master's degree. I'm not even satisfied with it.
Yeah.
But she's very, very satisfied with it. She's very happy about it. But still, I'll never get her full. She's not like my dad apologized because she wasn't like the woman to like a good role model, like a feminine.
Right.
She has, a PhD, all these nonprofits, multiple jobs in healthcare, all this stuff, and he was our primary person, and he apologized for us not having like a strong woman or like a woman to just show us the way,
Right. She's doing all those things. She's getting all those degrees, and doing all those things with a nonprofit because she is in misery. She's unhappy, and she's trying to get the approval of the world, thinking that that's going to make her feel better. And she doesn't know the only thing, the way that she's going to overcome those false feelings, she got to go forgive her mother. Otherwise, you'll never be free. So here's what I recommend. You face her. You apologize to her for resenting her. I'm sorry for resenting your mother. I know now you can help yourself. And you tried to turn me away from my father. You hated me because I looked like him. I realize now you can help yourself. And then you be done with her.
Right.
And go out and just live your life. And when the thoughts come and the idea come, because they still will tempt you, that you need to please her, you need to say this, you don't. Do not do it. And take the pain of not doing it so you can overcome it.
Okay. Can I ask you one more question?
Let me just tell you this first, and yes, you can, but if it bring a rift between the family, it's not bringing something that's not already there. Families fake it with one another. They don't like each other, period. And if they build an army against you, because your mother may go and gather the family to build an army against you, that's fine. They were never your family anyway. It's been fake. So be glad to see that, and you just live your life, and you'll be fine.
Okay. Be fearless. Okay. That's great. So how can I guess you kind of answered it, but I was thinking on hold. How can I prevent, because the last thing, if I were to have a baby today, I know I would be the same as my mom. I know I wouldn't be a soft, loving mother. I know I would look to worldly things. I wouldn't probably listen to my husband that well. How can I undo these things? I've started, to do things to help myself become more feminine and soft and, open my heart up to God and stuff like that. But what else can I do to prevent myself from doing the same thing to my future children?
By giving up. Stop trying to make yourself be right. You can't do it. I recommend you go and forgive and then do the silent prayer. Are you familiar with that?
I've seen it on your YouTube, but I haven't clicked on it.
Start doing the silent prayer every morning, every night. You're forgiving your father. You're your father close. Forgive your mother so that God can now bring you out of the darkness of your imagination. You have an illusion about who you are. None of those things that you think or feel are you at all. And so he'll bring you out of the darkness, and he will change your abnormal nature to your normal nature, which is love. And in that normal nature, you will develop into a womanhood. It will naturally happen. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't make it happen.
Okay.
The more you try to make it happen, the worse you're going to get. Because it's a spirit. It's spiritual.
Okay.
And you are a spirit. You're not your body. You're not your thoughts. You're not the feelings. You are a spirit, and now you're coming back to that by returning to the Father. So give up trying to make yourself be that. And I'm telling you, if you do get married and have children, real love will come through you, and you will be a real woman instead of this angry, bitter, hateful woman that your mother is.
Okay. Thank you so much.
That makes sense?
Yes, it all makes sense. I'm going to, about my little sister. She's very, very close to my mom. That's kind of why me and my dad kind of opened up to each other last night. My sister, right now, they're back in our home. We're from Ethiopia, so she took her there because she's going through a lot of issues of just with life and mental health and things like that. So they took her back there just to get a break, and she's very close to her. How can I save my sister? Because she's very much like liberal, woke, crazy, in the wrong crowd, stuff like that. How can I help my little sister? My dad really doesn't want to lose her to that evil as well, and I don't want to either. She's my little sister.
Well, number one, in all families, there's one or two of the kids who reject the anger of the mother, and then there are those who give into it because the pressure of it. And there's the kids who rebel against it. You have rebelled against it, but your sister has conformed to the anger. She couldn't help it, couldn't handle the anger of your mother, so she caved in, thinking that if you became friends with your mother, that it would be easier for her, but it's not. That's why she had the so-called mental problems and things like that.
She's living in hell.
Yeah, she hates her mother deeply. But your father wasn't able to protect her either. So the only thing that you can do, number one, is to continue to work on you so you can see clearly. And in the right time, the right words will come to give to your sister. And she may or may not accept it. And if she doesn't, there's nothing you can do about it. Don't feel sorry for her. She just have to suffer in hell because she might not be ready to overcome it. She may love the hell that she has, so she will reject the truth that comes from you and accept the lie that comes from her mother.
Okay. And when I talk to her, sometimes I do try to guide her and plant little seeds in her. I hate that the only person that I ever tiptoe around is my mom and my sister. Those are the only people I have to tiptoe around with and stuff. So when I talk to her about the truth and, should I continue to tiptoe? Because I feel like if I am straightforward and true with her, she'll go in the opposite direction even harder. And if I tell her stop being friends with those people, they're not good for you, she'll go and hang out with them more. Or should I continue just to gently plant seeds and guide her and continue to work on me?
Never, never, ever, 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 ever again tiptoe around anyone. You will live confident in truth. And in truth, there is no tiptoeing. There is no fear. There is no doubt. There's no worry. And you're going to treat everybody with perfect love. You will not judge them. You will see and understand what's driving them, and you will know that it's not them. So no, do not tiptoe around them. And if you don't agree, without judging, no, I don't agree with that. This is the real deal. If they don't accept it, forgive them and go live your life. God does not impose truth upon anyone. He only gives it to those who welcome the truth. And most people does not welcome the truth.
Okay.
And if your sister decides that she want to go deeper into her hell, that's on her. It has nothing to do with you. You cannot save your sister. You can't even save yourself. But you work on yourself by watching what's going on, and the truth will save you.
Okay.
And so don't tiptoe around your mother, your sister, or anyone.
Okay.
Don't try to be tough either. You just be of love, meaning that you speak up when you need to. If you don't need to, no problem. And just live your life, and it'll become amazing.
Okay. Be of love, don't be tough. I've gotten that I'm really tough before. Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't be tough. Just watch and overcome the imagination, the anger of the heart. Once you forgive your mother, it's going to be amazing. You're going to have a light that comes on that you can't even... You already have the light working in you. That's why you see what's going on now with your mother and everybody. That's going to become brighter. And that's going to guide you more and more and more. And you're going to overcome the darkness of the imagination.
It feels really good so far. I mean, your videos have been really helping me in other things that I've been doing for myself. So it's feeling really good. This is just, I guess, the final step. I have no idea how she'll take it, but I don't care.
Right. Don't even think about how, because that's the devil telling you, well, she's gonna overreact. She's gonna feel bad.
Yeah.
She's gonna get mad. She's gonna
She's
do
gonna
this.
guilt me. She's gonna say, "I did everything for you." I did this for you. I did that for you. I gave you college. I didn't want to go there. I gave you braces. I took you shopping. I did this. And my dad even admitted last night. He said before you guys could even speak, she was bribing you guys and turning you guys against me by taking you out to the mall and doing this and buying you that. And he said one day they're gonna wake up and realize that you were playing them. And that's our 2-hour talk last night. He said you finally realized, and I said sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
I just feel so bad about it all.
Okay, you have no business to feel bad about it at all. You have not done anything wrong. You were created in the image of your mother when she imposed all that on you. And she did it because she was evil, because that's what happened to her. So you have no reason to feel bad. They're just false feelings. Don't fall for those feelings either. And you go, and don't let the devil talk you out of it. You go and face her. And if she apologizes, fine. If she try to guilt trip you, fine. If she start crying, fine. If she lay down and die, fine. You still forgive her and live your life.
Okay.
Because you're not responsible for her action. You're only responsible for your own.
Yeah. Yeah. I've given her too much time.
And so it's time for you to live, overcome death of the ego, and start living.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And if she says all that stuff, they say, you know what? I didn't ask you for any of those things. You did that because you wanted to. I didn't ask for it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You speak up.
Okay. I will.
And you're going to be afraid. You're going to shake in your boots. But in fear and trembling, going through the valley of the shadow of death, you face the devil anyway.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do it, and maybe I can call back and let you know how it goes.
Yeah, call me back and let me know how it goes. And again, you're going to be shaking. The devil's going to be busy in your head telling you what's going to happen. That's on your mother. It has nothing to do with you. You see now what's going on, and your freedom is to forgive so you can be disconnected from the spirit in her and that spirit in you, and you'll be fine.
Yes. Be of love. Okay. Thank you so much. That's very helpful. I'm very emotional. I wrote down all these notes. I'm gonna do it. I'm so happy to be on the phone with you. You're amazing. You've helped me so much. You don't even know. I'm so happy.
And do you have another question? Or that's it for now.
I think I'm too emotional for another question. I can't even.
What type of emotions are you feeling now?
I don't know. I think my tear glands work too easily or something, but just happy a little bit. I feel like I'm going to break away from something.
You are. You're breaking away from hell.
So it's like a little scary, I think. But my heart, I feel just lighter and happier. Last year I was obese, fat, hated men, crazy, just feminist, weird, insane, radicalized from grad school and undergrad. And I took the steps. I watched a lot of self-help videos and things like that. Got in the gym, lost 50 pounds. I'm at a healthy weight now. I've flipped sides. I identify as a conservative woman. I go to I'm really active in the Fulton County GOP and DeKalb GOP here. And so I do feel lighter and happier. But then whenever I get on the phone with my family, it's like I try to avoid my family so much, and I hate that. And I realize it's because there's just so many, evil things going on. And I guilt trip myself, and I force myself to talk to my mom, and it's just a back and forth. So,
stop doing all that.
Yeah.
You don't need to force yourself at anything anymore. And if you want to talk to her, you talk to her. If you don't. Don't feel like you got to call her every day and she got to know every move you make. You do not owe her anything at all. And so she had the baby. She's supposed to take care of the baby. It's not your fault. So don't I'm telling you, all that's going to change anyway because you can see what's going on. And
Yeah.
seeing what's going on, the real deal, is causing a change for good. And so your happiness is just going to get better and better and better. And the fear will totally disappear because the fear is phony too. It's not even real. It just feel
Yeah.
like that because it's an idea, and feelings come from ideas. And so all that will disappear. You stay working on you, and you're going to be amazed.
Okay.
And even when
Okay,
you feel, as you're waking up, you're going to feel lonely because the old ways are dying, the ego dying, and you're going to feel lonely. That's not you either. That's just another false identity. It's just another false feeling. So when you do feel lonely, let that die as well. And don't identify with that as you. It is not you. It's just another fake identity that made a home in you.
Okay. Okay. I understand.
All right. So let me know how it
Yeah.
goes, and just start living your life. Do the silent prayer every morning and night. If you get caught up in a thought during the day, bring your mind back to where your body. Just realize your body is right here, right now, but your mind's thinking about the past or the future, which doesn't exist. So bring your mind back to your body, into the presence of God, and you'll see. You'll realize one day, wow, you forget how you was before. All that's going to disappear.
Okay. I can't wait. Thank you so much. This is amazing.
Amazing. All right. So let me know how it goes, all right?
I will. All right. You have a great day.
You too. Take care now.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.